All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Now it's time to welcome to the stage a man who might actually make you laugh sincerely for a change.
Yeah, but don't laugh too hard or else he might take our jobs, and that's kind of a worry since we're the writers and producers of this show, Dave.
Yeah, I reckon. Let's just hope it doesn't come down to that. This week's guest is a comedic talent on the rise. He's been described as the future of comedy, and you may recognise him from his hosting gig on Channel 31's own Studio A, or from his spots on Network 10's The 7pm Project. We're glad to have him on the show, so please welcome him, Mr. Tommy Little. Here we go.
Tommy!
How you doing?
Boys.
How you going?
Thank you for finally having me on.
Oh, no worries.
I've been demanding since episode 1, when I knew what was in the bowl was good. I know it's changed every episode. I heard episode 1 was lobster stuff with caviar. By the time I get here, licorice all sorts.
Licorice all sorts. Oh, but you don't like them?
Come on,
Nobody
mate.
likes
Eat one, be polite.
Apparently I'm the only one on the crew who likes these. It looks like I'm going to be taking them home.
Whenever I think of licorice all sorts, I just think of old ladies going, well, they keep you regular. And that's not something that makes me want to eat them.
Well,
But anyway, boys, thanks for having me on. How are we?
we're good.
Very well.
We're
Yourself?
Good.
You're back now home on Channel 31.
Yes, I'm here. For those who don't know in the audience, which is all 2 of you, I recently became the first man to get axed from community television, which is essentially them looking at me and going, welcome to the show, Tommy. You're back at your home on Channel 31 here. Sorry, I'll stop reading the audio cue. They basically looked at me and said, well, we can get someone better for nothing. Was basically what happened.
Really?
Tommy.
The show I used to host, Studio A, got cancelled after 6 seasons.
Yeah.
It got done. So
16.
do
You
you
weren't
want a
hosting
job?
the whole time though, were you?
I was working on the show pretty much the whole time, and then I was hosting the last 3.
Yeah.
Dave Thornton was the host the first time. He's one of the best openly gay comedians on the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Look, the show was, of course, produced by our rivals down at RMI TV.
Well, we need to talk about this as well. I'm out here at Deakin, out here in the burbs. I got my Rex airline ticket and made it out here. Your enemies list.
Yes.
Yep.
What's going on? We need to talk about this.
What is it? What's about the enemies list? What are we going to
I don't want to talk you boys down at all. Hamish and Andy, Justin Bieber, and Matt Groening.
Yep.
I just think you're shooting a bit too high.
You reckon?
Yeah. Have someone
Tommy
you can
Little
take
need
out.
on there?
I'll tell you
He
what,
needs to
if
go on
you can put Studio A on here and you've won.
Go ahead.
It's
let's
going
do
on.
It.
No, don't.
Scandal.
I got some that's like a girlfriend that's dumped me and then I'm still defending her. She's actually a good person though. Why? Hey,
dude.
what's with the Matt Groening hating? You don't like the new Simpsons?
New Simpsons, man. 15 years? Just
And what?
Ever since
Go
we
up.
stopped writing, it's just turned to shit.
I think the new Simpsons are so good.
Do you?
Yeah, I think they've always been good. I think it's kind of jokes on jokes. I'm aware now that as I'm saying this to you, it's not a funny thing to say.
Yeah. No, it's pretty bad.
I don't know.
Look, Tommy, apart from your hosting gigs, you do a lot of stand-up. What we want to know is your dream job. In 5 years, where do you see yourself?
Back hosting Studio A.
Oh.
No.
Hosting the Silic Lee Show, maybe.
Lee and Little.
Why did you go with the last names, boys? Was it because were you scared of the Hamish and Andy thing?
That was part of it, actually.
Yeah.
And we tried to distance it. Not that that stopped the. There were lots of rumours. They're ripping Hamish and Andy off, but no. They ripping
All the
us.
tabloids
It's
are
really
going
hard.
crazy.
As soon as there's 2 guys together, they go nuts.
Hamish and Andy.
Yeah, you shouldn't worry about that.
Yeah. But if
You know
you
what?
join,
Call the
it's
show
free.
Hamish and Andy.
You reckon?
Yeah.
We might get more viewers that way.
Yeah, well.
Did you hear that?
I don't think you can get less at this stage, but that's fine. The fact that you've got, there's 5 people in the audience, 1 is crew, but that's fine. That's better ratings than Studio A ever got, so that's good.
Yes!
Well, let's say Studio
I'm
A.
joking, it's not.
You are a funny man, obviously. You are funnier than us. You should be probably hosting this show. But look, on your way to becoming a funny man,
Thanks, Dave.
I'd prefer.
And I'm also, I don't mean to talk down this show. I think
Yeah.
you guys are doing a great job. But if something happens and I am hosting this show, it's gone horribly wrong for me.
Imagine getting axed from this show.
Oh, man. I feel like someone's just setting me up. Give him another hosting job. Axe it again.
Look, on your way to being funny, did you ever take classes in comedy or anything, or is it something that you learned?
I didn't, to be honest.
yourself?
There are workshops and stuff you can do. I never really did that.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know why. I guess I do comedy because I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
like, it's not because I want to, it's just because I have no basic life skills. And so if this doesn't succeed, I've seriously got nothing. And so explaining to your mum, hey mum, you know the community network that gives everyone a go? Yeah, they don't want me anymore. Should be a moment for life reassessment, but I went, she'll be fine. It's okay.
Just a few tears, yeah. Look, we've watched a lot of your sets lately, and you do...
Stand up? Are we talking stand
Stand
up?
up,
Yeah.
yeah. You make a lot of references to your family, and in particular,
did.
Yeah.
you take the piss out of your brother a lot.
Yeah.
Is he okay with some of the stories you tell?
Oh, who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah.
I
Don't
think-
you think, like, you know, have you boys got siblings?
No, he
do.
does. He does.
Yeah.
Right, what have you got, Josh?
Well, my brother's not quite a pothead yet. He's 12, so...
Man, never too early, kids these days. He'd be smoking bongs and sexting. That's all your brother is doing at 12.
My mum's watching this and she's just shaking her head now.
She's also smoking bongs and sexting. So she's getting the text from like, do you really have to send it to me?
Do it.
So, sorry, what's the question? Do I...
Is he okay with some of the stories you tell?
I mean, I guess, to be honest, I don't really care.
Yep.
That sounds rude, but like I would never paint, I love my family and I would never paint them in a malicious light.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of, and nothing is grossly untrue that I say about them. So if I say something about my brother and he has a problem with it, I'll go, well, change your fucking life attitude, mate.
So, like, look, how much of, I guess, the set is actual stuff that's actually happened in your life, or is it, how much of it, I guess, is made up? How much of it is real stuff,
experience.
like life
Yeah.
experience?
Right. It all comes from truth.
Yeah.
I know there's people. It's different for every comic. Like there's a lot of comics that will tell stories about their girlfriend, and it turns out they don't even have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
That idea to me is so foreign. Like I have enough trouble thinking on a very literal level, let alone bringing all these imaginary people into my life.
Yeah.
If next time you see me do a show and I'm like, so one of my 12 girlfriends the other day said, you know I'm talking rubbish.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it all comes from
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
It might be a little fact, like if you're like, I was eating an apple muffin the other day, and
Yeah.
someone stands up in the crowd and goes, that's rubbish, I saw you at the cafe, that muffin was banana and cinnamon, I'm walking out. But yeah, so little things.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Could you tell us a little bit about your sketch at the Comedy Festival? I think it's called...
Fistful of
The order-
Apologies.
Fistful of Apologies.
Fistful of Apologies.
Tell us a little bit about the show. When's it on? What are you up to achieve with it?
And according to the monitor, now hold for Tommy's response.
Yep.
Very
Yep.
good, monitor.
So we'll hold.
So just hold it for Tommy's response. The show is called A Fistful of Apologies. It's a new stand-up show I'm writing at the moment. I take it to the Adelaide Fringe in 2 weeks, and then I'm there for a month, and then here for Melbourne for a month. It's a show basically about stuffing up
Yeah.
in life. So it's also about the only bit of advice my dad ever gave me, which is no matter how wrong you are, you stick to your guns. Which is the worst piece of advice anyone has given, not even just a child, just another human on the history of this planet. Is that the response to that?
That's
That's a
Is that
good
the
response.
Is that what you guys held for?
Yeah, it was all worth it just to see that.
It's a heartwarming tale by the sounds of it.
That's what you'll get on Oprah.
Obviously, because we're on Channel 31, we cannot blatantly advertise anything. So
No,
we
I mean,
can't put...
You can't tell them that
We can't
it's,
tell you where to go.
playing at Arthur's Bar. You can't tell them that it's 9:30. You
We
can't tell
cannot
them
do
it's
that.
for the whole comedy festival.
We
You
cannot
can't
do
tell
that
them
at all.
if you want tickets to go to the comedy festival website, comedyfestival.com.au. You can't tell them any of that. So
Yeah.
make sure you
So
don't.
we'll try not to do that.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
don't tell them. You can follow me on Twitter at Tommy_Little as
Yep.
well.
Yep.
Definitely also don't tell them my mobile number is 04. I'm trying to tell you I'm really lonely is what I'm trying to say. And if anybody has anything, I've offered all one member of the audience, the chance for a date with me. They haven't taken me up on it. So honestly, if you've got, I know it's probably the parents that are watching. Get amongst it. Come on.
All right.
Tommy, we got to let you go, but before we do,
Unfortunately, it's been good.
you've been a great guest.
You're not going to ask me to tell a joke. Is that what you're going to do?
We're going to ask you.
According to the thing
Order
there.
cue, yeah.
How can I tell? Hey? It's like I can see slightly into the future.
You can.
It's not bad.
Each comedian has a golden joke that they deliver in most stand-up routines. Could you tell us yours? Tell the audience.
It's a really, like, stand-up is one of those weird things where you kind of need the context of a stand-up environment. And I dare say, whatever joke I whipped out right now, the fact that there's only 5 people staring at me, still a bit confused why they're here. It's more slightly a hostage situation than really a studio audience. Someone just went, my water before, I said, can I get some water in the cup? I had to run to the toilet and get water. They're like, we don't know if we can do this. I'm like, oh, I'm taking this into my own hands. I dare say it won't go that well, but I will say there's plenty in the show if you want to come see it, or you can look stuff up on YouTube and stuff like that. Sorry, is that a really boring answer?
No, that's fine.
that's fantastic.
I've actually just noticed something. You got a tattoo on that finger.
I do. I have a moustache.
It's a moustache.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
That's to make up for me never hitting puberty, basically.
Anyway, unfortunately, we do have to cut our turn.
See what I did there?
Very clever.
Said I wasn't going to tell a joke.
Yeah, and then you
told
told a
a
joke.
joke. Hey,
You've
hey,
told many
come
jokes.
on. Hey, in this show, you have to start the audience clap yourself. That's how it happens. Otherwise, it's just not going to
We've
happen.
learned that the hard way, unfortunately.
Hey, boys, on a very serious note, thank you so much for having me. This
No worries.
Thanks so much
this
for
is
coming
great.
in.
What's going on? And sorry you couldn't get the guest you really wanted.
No, you're
No,
fantastic, Tommy. Thank
To
you.
explain to people at home how this works, they shoot for Clooney, and then there's about 4 million people in between that. And then they go, hey, what about that guy that recently got fired from Channel 4? Can we get him? And they went, look, well, I don't even have to ask him. He's got nothing on. Yes. So, but boys, thank you for having me.
No worries.
Thanks
Thank you
so
for
much.
coming on the show. It's been
Cheers.
great.
In 2 episodes, we'll join you.
Thank you. And we'll be back after the break with our slap bet challenge.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks, boys.
heaps, mate.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much.
Sorry if that was...
No, that was great.
That was
great.
fantastic.